Hey friend, it is Kate here. Thank you so much for jumping on my channel and joining me for a class today. Now I have got about a 25-minute yoga class for us, and this one is going to be focusing on opening up our chest, doing a little twisting through our torso, and we're not going to do any dog, so I know that sometimes downward dog can be a lot for our wrists and our shoulders, and just know that if you're not in the mood to do that, that's okay. That's the perfect one for you to do. As always, let me know what you think in the comments below, like, subscribe, and I certainly hope you enjoy class. Let's just begin standing near the top of our mat. Feet can be together or about hip distance. Let's let our hands hang heavy, but as always, you know what I'm going to say. Pull your belly button in, lengthen through your low back, start to stand up taller and straighter. As you do so, think of toning your inner thighs towards one another and just let those hands hang heavy. Take a great, big, filling breath in and a warm sigh out. Again, full, deep inhale, big sigh out. One more time. Let it go. No hurry, no rush, but on your next inhale, slide your hands way up overhead, lifting those fingertips. Exhale, bring the hands all the way down. Twice more, just like that. Almost imagine you're moving through water. It's challenging. Those arms should go slow and steady. It's not about slapping them up and down. This next time, take both hands up nice and high, and we'll take a twist to the right. I want you to spiral to the right, reaching your right hand back, left hand forward. Now, you do not have to have as deep of a twist as I do. If you're a little bit more shallow, that's okay. Do what works best for your body right now, but do pay attention to that right hip. It is very easy for us to let our little tushy go back, but we want to keep those hips pointing forward. Unravel, both hands lift high. Concentrate on your hips as you take that same twist to the opposite side. Left hand back, right hand forward. Inhale, both hands lift. Now I just want you to cactus the arms. Make little kind of elbow bends right there. And take another inhale, straighten. We're going to repeat that little sequence. So right side we twist, holding, keeping those hips going forward, shoulders down the back. Take it on up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Keep those hips forward. Both hands lift high. And then cactus the arms once more. Let's do that once more. And as we do so, maybe take it a little deeper. Exhale, twist to the right. Maybe even look towards that right hand this time. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus the arms and hold. Now, instead of just taking that little cactus shape, I want you to think of pressing the backs of your arms towards the wall behind you. Did you just splay your ribs? I hope not, but if so, zip up, belly button in. From here, roll your shoulders back, lift your sternum, almost imagine a little string pulling your sternum up, and maybe take your gaze with you. Pull that navel in, plant down through both feet. No hurry, no rush. Inhale, take your hands way overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Drop down. Let your head be heavy. Bend your knees deeply. Find softness through the back of your neck. Your cervical spine should be relaxed. Shake that head yes and no. Just find any movement you like. Remember, you do not have to have as deep of a forward fold as I do. That is not necessary. You could be way up here, hands on your thighs, and that would be just fine. From here, though, I do want us to lightly sway our hips a little. Your shoulders and head can go with. You could even start to kind of figure 8 through your hips, through your sitting bones. We're just finding a little gentle, creative movement. Whatever feels good in your body is A-okay. Slow that down. No hurry, no rush. Hands to the tops of your shins or the tops of your thighs, wherever they are. Press away and lift your head and chest up. Find a small half lift. Now, if we feel like we're Beyonce right here, where we're lifting our butt right on up, oh, say no to that. Pull that navel in again. Roll your shoulders back. Broaden from shoulder to shoulder, right across the front of your chest. Take a great big inhale. Exhale, sink down into your forward fold. Inhale again, half lift. Press into your legs for a little support. Broaden those shoulders. Imagine a little belt around the small of your belly, ever so lightly cinching in. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, half lift. Let it go. From here, I want you to bend your knees and roll yourself up to standing. One vertebrae at a time, stacks all the way up. No hurry, no rush. Inhale, let your shoulders slide up. Exhale, soften them down the back. Plant down into your feet. Inhale, carry your hands up nice and high, reaching those fingertips up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, both hands lift high. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, both hands lift high. Exhale, cactus the arms. Let's pause here again. Navel in. Imagine that string pulling your sternum up, taking your gaze with you. Big, deep inhale. Exhale, big forward fold. No hurry, no rush. Restack the spine. One vertebrae at a time, all the way up to standing. Let's go ahead and heel toe our feet together if they aren't already. Big toes touch, little space between the heels so we're still in that parallel position. Belly button in. Hands can be on our hips or down by our side, but either way, we'll sit our hips back. Pull that navel in. No Beyonce booty right here. Belly button in, hips down. Take those hands up nice and high. Imagine you've got a tight little pencil skirt on, or for my friends that don't know what it's like to wear a pencil skirt, imagine you've got a great big rubber band around your inner thighs, or your outer thighs, I'm sorry, hugging your legs together. Sit back a little bit deeper. Almost imagine right here that you've got a present between your hands. Hold that present nice and tightly. Soften those shoulders down the arms. Our arms should be nice and activated because we're hugging that imaginary present. Take a great big inhale. Big breath out. Two more big inhale here's. Sink a little deeper as you exhale. One more time. Exhale, forward fold. Dive into that lovely forward fold. Hands to thighs or shins. Half lift. Let it go. Stand tall and straight. Both hands lift up nice and high. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, hands up. You know what's coming. Cactus, and maybe immediately roll those shoulders back. Puff your heart and chest. And then this time, dive up, hold, ribs together, belly button in, sink back into your chair pose. Now from here, we're gonna take our same little twist, but in our chair. So we've got our inner and outer thighs activated. We've got our abdominal muscles turned on, holding us upright, not letting any kind of arching happening in our back. Keep that feeling. Take a big inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, hands up. Cactus the arms. Don't feel like you have to take that back bend though. Here though, in our little cactus chair, I want you to exhale, press your hands back, press your elbows towards the wall behind you. Inhale, release. Exhale, kiss the shoulder blades in towards one another, belly button up and in. Release. It's almost like I'm trying to touch the ceiling or the wall behind me with the back of my arms as I pull them open and closed. Last one. Open out. Take one more big inhale. Bring it in. Stand tall, both hands lift way up high. And then from here, we'll take our hands all the way down to the ground, and we're going to step our left foot back in a lunge. Now, this doesn't have to be the deepest lunge you've ever done. If it would feel better to set your knee down right now, that's okay. If we can keep it upright, that's wonderful too. In our lunge, sometimes instructors are very specific about holding still, but you know me, I'm all about creative movement, finding what feels good. So if you want to rock a little bit here and there, if you want to circle around on your ankle, giving it some love, that's okay. Take whatever you need to. But I want us to think about pressing our back heel, our left heel, towards the ground behind us so we can lengthen through the back of our leg. Hold there for a moment. Pull your belly button away from the top of your right thigh. Take a big inhale. And now do set your knee down. You can tuck or untuck your back foot. Personally, I like to untuck because I like pressing into the top of my foot and removing pressure from my knee on the floor. But you do what you need to. Take your left hand and almost imagine that it's suction cupped to the mat. You're not only pressing down, but you're thinking about lifting the rest of your body up. And we're going to take our big twist we've already been working on today. Lift those fingertips up nice and high. Think of kissing those shoulder blades in, pressing the back of your arm behind you just like we did in our cactus earlier. Take a great big inhale. Big deep breath out. One more big inhale. Exhale, let that hand come back down. Surround your foot, take a moment, and when we feel ready, we'll tuck our toes, lift our knee, and return to that great big lunge. We have a few options here. You don't have to look graceful, you don't have to do it as I do, but we're gonna bring our back foot forward. For me, I like to tent my fingertips, bend my knee, take a big inhale, and I use my exhale to hop my foot into my forward fold. If that's too much for us today, you just scoot your feet on up however you need to. Know that our knees can be bent or straight here, but we'll take our hands to our shins or our thighs for once more our half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. One more time, half lift. Slowly melt down. Bend your knees, roll yourself all the way up to standing. Inhale, hands lift, smile. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, cactus. Roll those shoulders back, puff your heart and chest up. Think of pressing down into your feet, growing longer through the front of your legs, your low back as well, and keep looking up to the sky, finding that lovely little chest expansion. A little bit of a heart opener. That was a very hard word for me to find. Inhale, hands up, and relax down. If your feet aren't together already, that's okay. Bring them in. Belly button pulls in as you sit back and find your chair. Once more, imagine you've got your present in front of you. Give it a little squeeze. Turn on those arms. Sit down deeper. Belly button pulls up and in. Something a little bit different on this side. I want you to put more of your weight into your left foot and just pick up your right heel. Almost imagine that you've got the highest stiletto on. Now I realize some of my students out there might not know what that's like, and that's okay. But instead, just think about picking up that heel as much as you can. You might get a little stretch to the bottom of your foot. Set that heel down. Ever so slightly rock your weight into your other side and pick up your left heel. Or your right if you did the other one, that's okay. Find that nice little stretch, lower that down, zip up through the middle of your body, big inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Big inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Big breath in. Cactus the arms. There is no spinal extension in this one. We still have our nice long back. And then 3 times, just like we did the first time, exhale, press your arms back. Inhale, release. Exhale, press the arms back, pull your belly button in. Inhale, release. Last one, press it back, take a breath. Exhale, forward fold. Nod the head, wiggle around. You're always welcome to move. You do not have to be still. When you're ready, bend your knees, press down into your hands, and let's step our right foot back, or the opposite foot if you did the other side. You know I am terrible at rights and lefts. I will never judge you for doing the wrong side. Give yourself that movement, that freedom to do whatever you need to when we arrive on this side. Notice one side might feel incredibly different than the other, and that is a-okay. We have imbalances in our body. We're never going to be perfect. No hurry, no rush. Set the knee down when you're ready. Tuck or untuck the toes, and we'll take our twist just as we did on the other side. Lift that hand up. Once more, it's like your palm is suction cupped and you're almost trying to pull your arm away so we can keep that arm activated as you take that twist. Just as we did on the other side, think of pressing your arm, pressing your shoulder towards the wall behind you. Belly button in, keep that lovely twist going, no hurry, but when you're ready, set the hand down. Once more, tuck your toe, lift the knee up. We're going to come to our forward fold again, however you need to get there. If you want, bend the knee, big inhale, exhale, hop that foot in. Lift those sitting bones up. Give your hips a little wiggle. No hurry, no rush. Hands to shins. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. One more time, half lift. Soften down, bend your knees, roll all the way up to standing. You know where we're going. Both hands high. Twist to the right. Both hands up. Twist to the left. Both hands high. Cactus, if you want that great big heart opener, that lovely spinal extension, take it and then pull all the way up. And we'll sit back in our chair just like we did before. Hug your imaginary present. Turn on those arms. Belly button in. Hips are reaching down towards the ground beneath us. Take a big inhale. Lift your right heel up. Find that nice little stretch. From here, take a great big breath. Set that heel down. Immediately pick up the other heel. When you're ready, set that heel down, lift up the right and stay. Now from here, could we challenge our balance just a little, just for fun? We might wobble and that's okay, but could we keep our right heel up and lift our left heel too? Take a big inhale. Set the right heel down. Set the left heel down. How'd you do? I bet you did better than you thought you would. Now, same thing to the other side. Start by lifting the left heel. Inner thighs hug together. Belly button stays up and in. Hold that imaginary present tight. And then pick up your opposite heel. Big inhale. Drop the left heel. Drop the right heel. And forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Set your hands down once more. Let's step our left foot back behind us. If our knee needs to come to the ground again, that's a-okay. But we'll take our twist, maybe with our knee lifted this time. Now I'm going to keep my fingertips tented, like little spiders, mostly because my arms are very short, and this works better in my proportions. If it feels better for you to plant the hand down like we did the first time, that's okay too. Either way though, we will lift our hand up. If this is too much today, hand could just be on your thigh, and you could roll your shoulder and look up as well. And look, it's the exact same thing without the arm. Take a big deep inhale. Great big breath out. Slowly lower that hand all the way down. Let's set our knee down. Slightly different than before. We're going to tip our hips back into a half monkey. Now, if this is as far as we go, just barely straightening that leg in front of us, that's okay. If you can straighten the leg all the way, that's great. Now, traditionally speaking, our hips should be about right over our knee. But if it feels better today to have those hips reaching a little bit closer towards your heel like I am, sometimes it's nice to change it up. Your toe can be pointed or flexed. Personally, I get a deeper stretch to the back of my leg when I do flex my foot. And do notice those toes are pointing straight up to the sky. We're still in that parallel position that we began class in. I do, though, really like to sway my hips here. Just get a little bit of mobility in that ball and socket joint in your hip. Can feel, oh, so lovely. No hurry, no rush. Big inhale. As you exhale, walk the hands back. Tuck your toe, lift your knee, and we'll return to our forward fold however we want to get there. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands down. Now step your opposite foot back. For most of us, that's probably the right foot, but if you did the other side, that's okay. Now, just because you kept your knee lifted on the first side doesn't mean you have to do it exactly the same on this side. Do what your body needs today. I'm still going to tip my fingertips. If you want to, you can start by bringing your hand to your thigh so you can roll and look, or you can immediately take your hand up. No hurry, but do think about pressing that hand back, opening up through the front of your chest. You're trying to find that lovely space, a great big long line from your arm on the ground all the way through your body up to your lifted left fingertips. Set that hand down when you're ready. Lower the knee down and then sink your hips back. We can flex, we can bend, you can be still or move and groove. Do what works best for you. No hurry, no rush whatsoever. Take a great big inhale. Big deep breath out. When you feel comfortable, roll forward, tuck the toe, lift the knee, big inhale, exhale, forward fold. And let yourself hang. Move those hips around, nod and shake the head. Hands to the tops of the thighs when you're ready. Find that half lift. Let it go. Bend your knees, roll all the way up to standing. Bring your inner thighs together, belly button pulls up and in. Big inhale, both hands lift high. Exhale, twist to the right and hold. Now just think about for a moment how you felt at the beginning of class when we first took this stretch. Were you a little more shallow? Were your hips struggling to stay center? Do you feel a little bit better now? I hope so. Maybe I like to even think about having an imaginary wall in front of me and pressing my arms into that wall and turning my head a little further back. I get just a little bit more engagement through my body when I imagine that. Inhale, both hands lift high. Exhale, revolve your twist. Same thing here. Maybe you not only notice what feels different from when you started class, but even what feels different from side to side. What do you need to focus on? Does thinking about that imaginary wall you're pressing your hands into, you're kissing your shoulder blades in, what cues work best for you? Unravel, both hands lift high. Once more, cactus the arms, and immediately find that lovely little spinal extension. Belly button still pulling up and in, cinch the waist, lift your heart and chest up, and just enjoy that great big stretch across the front of your chest. Inhale, hands lift high. Exhale, forward fold. Go ahead, sway and wiggle. From here, we'll come all the way down to the mat, and we'll just end on our back. Now, one more time, I do want us to cactus our arms lying here, but notice we're not going to do our Beyonce. We're going to pull that belly button in. We'll imprint the spine and just let your hands hang off side to side. Now, if this is feeling too much to lie here and to relax in this pose, that's okay. You don't have to do it. But I like to have my hands in a little cactus while I lift my right knee and take a little crossover. If your knee cross is not as deep as mine, that's okay. If you can go a little deeper, that's okay too. This might be enough for us. But eventually, if you're in the mood, you can take a great big inhale. And as you exhale, just allow your knees to fall over to one side. Now for some of my friends out there, I know this is a very deep twist, and if it feels better to keep it very mild and just barely let your knees fall over to the side, that's okay. For some of us, we might really love a great big spinal twist as well. Notice though, did your one side of your cactus come away from the mat? Ideally, you still want to keep those shoulders connected. Big deep inhale. Exhale, return to center. Unravel your legs, cross the other one over, and just as we did on the other side, take your twist to whatever degree feels best for you. Your nose can stay pointed up to the sky. You could close your eyes here. You can always put a smile on your face. And eventually unravel. No hurry, no rush. We'll end our class with just the tiniest of little breath attention. Find a comfy pose for you. Maybe that means feet together or apart. Maybe you want to lengthen your legs. Maybe you want to knock your knees in and keep your arms cactused. Totally your call. But let your eyes flutter closed. And just spend a moment here being grateful for all your body has accomplished today. Being truly proud of how strong you are. And just taking that moment of appreciation, of gratitude, of pride, and letting it wash over your body, allowing it to fill your mind, and letting everything else go. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Warm sigh out the mouth. Again, full big inhale. Soft, easy breath out. One more time. Release. As always, with any final moments in any class of mine, know you can stay here all the time you like to. But when you feel ready to move on with your day, pull your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug, a squeeze, and then rock yourself up to a seat. Roll your shoulders, nod the head, and then, as always, give yourself a pat on the back saying thank you for doing something so good and just for you. I certainly hope you enjoyed class, and I can't wait to see you again.